think you should.
What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin Cash. So shout out to Deb for commenting her top altcoin. If you guys want to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment below telling me what your top altcoin is. Otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. As you know, there's crazy stuff happening in the market right now, guys. I'm going to refresh the CoinMarketCap here on CoinMarketCap.com. And we're going to check out how much the market volume moved today and how much we actually have in the market cap. So you can see I just refreshed it, and we're looking at a $472 billion market cap. And that's absolutely wild, guys. A $472 billion market cap. Literally like 2 months ago, we had a $200 billion market cap, and we've more than doubled. So what we're looking to see, guys, is a market cap above $500 billion. That's what we're looking for. And we are so close to achieving that. Once we pass that, we can definitely see more of the news and social media and those big media heads getting involved and saying, wow, Bitcoin cryptocurrency is $500 billion. Maybe we underestimated this and Bitcoin didn't really crash last year. Maybe it consolidated and had a pullback because cryptocurrency can't just go straight up. We have to come back and consolidate. We have a 24-hour volume of $25 billion, so nothing too crazy. We have a Bitcoin dominance at 35.7%. We're definitely seeing some very low lows in the Bitcoin dominance. I don't remember ever seeing a 35.7%. I do remember seeing it much higher a few months ago, so that's going to be interesting. When we look at the rest of Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency market cap, you'll notice Bitcoin is so close, guys, to a $10,000 Bitcoin. We're at $9,922 with a 1.47% increase in the past 24 hours. We see Ethereum blowing through all these other cryptos at $835 at a 4.95% gain. And if you guys remember in a video a few weeks ago, I told you guys Ethereum at around $360 was going to break and was going to go up very high. And we'll talk about that later in the video. Bitcoin Cash, which we're going to talk about, thank you Deb, we're going to look at that, why it's up 20%, and we're going to see what exactly is happening. EOS down 4.6% at $17. And guys, I don't know if you noticed, but Litecoin just broke way past Cardano. We were at number 7, and we are now at number 6. And we have more than, I want to say we have a $1 billion lead on Cardano right now, give or take a few $100,000. But a $1 billion lead, we blew past that super easy. We're now looking to catch up with EOS, which has a $14 billion head start on us. So I do think we're going to pass that quite easily. Now you'll notice you remembered EOS and Cardano both had their moments where they blew up very high. And now it seems like it's Bitcoin Cash's turn. So it's pretty much a hit or miss market right now, guys. And anything can happen. Litecoin can definitely move up very soon. Bitcoin can also move up very soon. And we're going to look at that and figure out why that's possible. Scrolling down through the rest of the market, Ethereum Classic up 13%. Definitely an up and down market. Nothing too much stands out besides, I believe, Bitcoin Cash. So when I look at the Litecoin chart right now, we're looking at a $179 Litecoin. And if you guys can look at this chart right now, you'll notice that I do have this uptrend drawn, which is acting as somewhat of a resistance. And when I extend this a little bit, I also want to add in a new trend line, which is right here. You'll notice that Litecoin likes to make channels, and it likes to travel through channels. So you'll notice that this seems to be a channel Litecoin likes to hang out in. And I'm just going to try and fix these. Don't want any of you guys getting upset about my lines. Just like that. We'll darken it just a little bit to help you guys out and help you see it. But you can see this channel that we have right here. That was acting as quite a strong support level in this uptrend moving market for Litecoin, and we followed it all the way from the 12th of April, and we broke down below it on the 25th. So we did consolidate slightly, use that MMA on the 4-hour as support, broke upwards at quite a high level, quite a high pace too, and you'll see the resistance we're facing right now is pretty much this uptrend, which we were using as quite a good support, and it's now acting as resistance, which is interesting. Also, if we scroll back, we can kind of see if that plays out anywhere, that green line that we're looking at, if we happen to hit that. So you can see a little bit where we've had some consolidation in that area. We're going to zoom out right now, actually in a second, to the daily chart. You'll notice right now we are a bit overbought on the market, and it is very possible we may see some consolidation, and I do think we need to. It would be nice to see Litecoin break upwards and get within our channel again. That would be ideal, so then we can consolidate and trade sideways. But if we break down, I'm okay with it dropping, you know, back to $172. That's an okay level for Litecoin to go to. When we go on the daily chart right now, you'll see we did manage to finally break through our resistance level in that high-low MMA, and we broke through that green band and that red band, which is very nice. Played a nice candle right here upwards, and you can see we're facing resistance right around that white line that's drawn. Just going to fix this a little bit, and you can see how clearly this plays out, guys. We were talking about this for quite a few weeks. If you guys have been subscribed, you new guys, just follow along with me. You can see how we had the uptrend right here. We fell below, traded sideways. Basically, this resistance, this green band, was a huge resistance level for Litecoin. We managed to break above, facing resistance right here again, but what we're looking for is a breakup into this channel. If we go to the TD sequential, which is a good indicator, you'll notice we had our 1 to 4 candle breakup. We'll see right now whether we consolidate. Usually we look for that 1 to 4 candle movement. It'll be interesting to see whether we can close above it again and start a 5th candle and hopefully break into that uptrend. But that's really what we're looking for right now. We're shooting for this area. If we manage to not get in there and we consolidate or pull back, I'm not looking to see a very low pullback. It would be ever so slightly, and it would be almost around this level at around $171, if not a little bit lower, and basically just bouncing off this red band right here, because now this is going to act as very strong support for us. You'll notice on the RSI, we're very close to being overbought, but we're not there yet, so there is a possibility, and it is very possible to go much higher. You can see when I scroll back, when we had our all-time highs at like that $400, how much higher we went into this overbought range, and we continue to pump. So it's very possible right now for this to go much higher. It really, truly is. But we are looking to see a $200 Litecoin very soon. Looking at Bitcoin now, guys, also playing a similar role as Litecoin did. You can see we have this uptrend, clear as day, this uptrending channel, and you can see where we faced resistance in this high-low MMA. And you'll notice, guys, how much closer the MMA is to crossing over. Once we can see this green band cross over the red band, it's a good, sure sign that we are definitely looking to move upwards. Now, we're nowhere near being overbought, ever so slightly, 63. We could be overbought at around 80, or maybe 70 actually, but we're not there yet, so we do have potential to go higher. We're looking, you can see we have this resistance right here. I'm actually going to go onto the 4 hours so you guys can get a better look at what I'm talking about. But you can see where we were trading on this support level, broke down, bounced off the MMA on the 4 hour, moved up, and we are now currently facing resistance at this uptrend where it's acting as resistance. What we're looking for in Bitcoin and Litecoin is to break, get enough volume, and push us up back into this channel. That's the ideal part. We're looking to get back into this channel and slowly move upwards and go back to that $11,000, $12,000, almost $20,000 Bitcoin. It's definitely possible, and we might see that over the summer, guys, so pay attention to that. When I showed you back then, those are the good times to buy into this was down here when we broke through this the symmetrical pendant flag triangle. We broke through E, and we just took off now and are going up. So definitely interesting, but we're looking maybe today or tomorrow to see a move into this zone here, or just some slight consolidation on this level. Being, though, that we are on the RSI, we do have potential now on the 4 hour to go higher, but we will be entering an overbought market, so do expect some slight pullback soon. Looking at Ethereum now, guys, honestly, I don't know what else I can say. I tell this every day. You'll notice, though, that we're pretty much just hugging this uptrend right here. We have not broken through, unlike Bitcoin and Litecoin. We have stayed above it, and we are just riding this all the way up, which is very nice to see. Interesting, though, is that on the daily we are overbought. So what I would like to see, guys, and what I hope to see, is that we just consolidate or pull back. Honestly, a nice pullback all the way down here will be very good for Ethereum right now because it'll help move this RSI much lower into this more sustainable region. And then honestly, just running it back up like this and going higher and then breaking into the 900. That's what I'm really looking for. That's what I hope Ethereum does. It's very possible we can continue going up. But if we go up, guys, if we continue to move higher like this, we're going to pull back quite hard. We're going to go from like a $950, almost $1,000 Ethereum all the way back down to that $800 level. So expect two things to happen, one of those two things to happen. What would be, like I said, ideal, I'm going to repeat myself, is to see this come back down or consolidate sideways, help lower that RSI, and then continue to move up on that. That's what we're looking for. That's ideal. Lastly, let's look at Bitcoin Cash right now. Quite an amazing uptrend. Hard to pinpoint exactly because, as you guys know, when Bitcoin split and had its merge, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, Bitcoin Cash was created. And I'm just trying to find this line, guys. So something like that would probably be the best bet, yeah. Is there an uptrend from up here? I wouldn't say so. So you can see we have this downtrend right here. And then you can see we've had support levels. Obviously, this being the bottom. We also have some right here. Just going to draw all these in for like Ethereum. So Bitcoin Cash, so we can see what we're dealing with and where we're going to start facing some problems. So these are the areas we're going to start to see some resistance at, guys. But basically, because this is a new cryptocurrency, it's hard to map out when these breakouts will occur. Obviously, we can see that we do have a downtrend that we could have drawn quite early. We could have drawn this all the way back on March 4th. We would have been able to, for sure, draw 3 points of contact. We do see, though, that we did hit a bottom right here and went up. But it would be hard to identify where the bottom is, only because there's no past history with Bitcoin Cash, so it's hard to know when that pop is. But now that we have set a bottom, this is pretty much going to be the bottom for Bitcoin Cash, and I'd be very, very, very shocked to see Bitcoin Cash drop below this again because of how strong I support this is. You can see we touched this and just flew up off of it. Is there a uptrend, you might be asking? It's possible. If we do, it's something along the lines of maybe this. I'm going to draw this a little better. Something like that, I'd say. We'll see if we can follow that and use that as an uptrend. But being on the daily, we are quite overbought. It is possible to continue higher. But you can see that we were overbought right here. And we literally just traded sideways and then continued to go higher. And we brought ourselves back down into a more stable area. We are starting to see the high-low middle moving average come in, and you can see where we used the support level. Very interesting. And now we went higher. Is it possible to go higher on Bitcoin Cash? Yes, it's very possible. Will we? I think that's a different question. It'll be harder to tell because of how new this crypto is. I can definitely tell you we're going to start to see resistance kind of where we are now. And then the 2031 region, if not the 2000 region, will be an interesting level for Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to see where that 2000 is. Yeah, so maybe right around this area, we will start to see some resistance when we get up there. That 2000 level is a hard place to beat because it just sounds more intense. A $2,000 crypto over a 1,797. 2000 sounds a lot bigger. It's a mental barrier. But what would be nice to see for Bitcoin Cash is just some sideways consolidation and then a movement upward, just following that uptrend that it had made. If we just continue to go upwards, it's going to come down much harder. Cryptocurrencies like to take the elevator up, or sorry, the stairs up. No. The elevator up, I believe, and then the stairs down. So we see a huge run very quickly in cryptos, and then it's just a slow consolidation down. Similar to if we look at Litecoin on the, yeah, we could do the daily. You can see how we took the elevator straight up, and then we slowly took the stairs down. And now we're where we are right now. So you can see how we're slowly coming back up. And I'm definitely anticipating a nice movement in Litecoin soon. We're looking at it on the weekly right now. And you can see how if we go to the TV sequential, we're still on a second candle. And obviously the second candle is going to close above the first. And then we're going to look for a third candle bringing us higher up into that $200, $250 range. You can see the third candle is a little bit bigger than the second, so maybe something up to the $220 range. And then that fourth and fifth candle, we may see some high moves, some very high moves. Maybe even possibly retesting that all-time high, which I know everybody's interested in. Interesting enough, I was watching a few videos earlier, and when the market was booming a few months ago, back in 2017, a lot of people bought in on fear of missing out, FOMO. So they pretty much bought crypto or bought Litecoin around that $300 range. So when I did my research, there's a lot of volume or limit orders set at the $300 range. A lot of sell orders that are placed there. So once Litecoin decides to reach 300, we might see a slight pullback. We could see it blast right past, but we're going to face some sort of resistance at that $300 level, being that a lot of people want to just break even, sell off. Would I recommend selling at 300? No. I think Litecoin is very powerful and will go a lot farther in the long term. But at this current moment, I don't think you should sell off. I know a lot of people are, though, and they're going to probably regret it in a few months from now when they see a Litecoin at like 800, if not like a $500 to $1,000. They'll be very regretful that they did that. But that's pretty much going to sum up the TA for today, guys. If you would like to see more, please click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, like the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.